Every design thinking journey starts with empathizing. But what is it? Well, for us at the St. Gallen Institute of Marketing, empathizing is all about deepening and broadening your perspective by, quite literally, putting yourself into your customer's shoes. And the tool of personas is very powerful in doing exactly that. A persona is a visualization of your customer, his needs, his personality, and brought to life through storytelling. Design thinking, therefore, is a very human-centered approach. So I see we have a very interesting personality here. So what you would usually do in design thinking is you would summarize these impressions in a so-called empathy map.
Okay, so basically during the definition stage, you put together the information that you've created and gathered during the emphasize stage. Here we also mention that it's important to analyze the observations and synthesize them to define the core problems that you and your team have identified. Here we also mention that it's essential to put the persona at the center of a problem to ensure that the solutions that the team comes up with actually address the problem that you've defined.
Ideation is the third step of the design thinking process. And now it's finally time to go a bit crazy. After emphasizing with the customer and defining his problem, we now need to use our imagination and creativity to come up with actual solutions for the problem.
So after a wild brainstorming session and coming up with tons of ideas, as you can see, it's important to narrow down the scope again and come up with or decide on the ideas that you feel are most popular or more feasible or that you would want to work on.
In the early stages of the prototyping process, you will create low fidelity prototypes that are cheap and simple to make. These prototypes are meant to transform ideas into testable artifacts and allow you to get user feedback. And because it's an iterative process, it might be that whatever prototype you made is in the end not answering a user need. So then you have to start all over again.
Testing and the emotion gleaned from this step sets in motion the iterative aspect of design thinking. The outcome of the phase is either a validation of some or all of the initial hypothesis or a refinement thereof. The more realistic the better, so aim to create a scenario in a suitable location and role play where appropriate.
Okay, so whenever you look at this screen, what do you think? Is it, for example, in screen to clear which neighbors are available?
If they have assigned to this app, I think so, yes.
Okay, thank you. Great feedback.